So welcome to episode 4 of live.withcode.uk. This is the first one that's recorded live with my awesome Year 10 class. Last week we were working through variables last week. This week we're working through common mistakes and how to fix them with debugging. So we're working through, so in my class we're doing Edexcel GCSE Computer Science. We're on CT5 first half term. And we want to make an algorithm that lets you work out how much of a tip to give. So we're going to attempt to solve that together and then put in some common mistakes and work out how we can debug them. So the first step, we are just going to put the instructions in as comments. So we need to make an algorithm that asks the user how much their restaurant bill is, and then asks them to enter the percent they want to give as a tip. So normally that's around about 10% or higher. The algorithm should then calculate the amount of money the tip will be and output the total cost of the meal. So we've done decomposition so far. We've broken that down into 4 kind of steps. Let's try and solve it together and then inject some common mistakes in as we go through. Right, so how much is the restaurant bill? Well, we need to ask the question, how much did your meal cost? If we ask the question, that's input, we need to listen to the answer and store it in a variable. So let's go for cost equals, and we assign the value that the user gets back into this variable called cost. I like it if there's a blank line above a comment, so it's crystal clear that the comment refers to the thing underneath it. Then we want to find out how much the tip is. So let's go for tip percentage. I can't remember if we said last week, but variables can't have spaces in. We use an underscore. So we want to ask another question. We want to ask, how much should you tip? What percentage tip should you give? Will you give? And straight away, we've got a couple of common mistakes here. If we run this, we do get some hints. We've got line 5 says there's a syntax error. A syntax error is we've broken the rules of the language. So hopefully we know that to do assignment we need a single equals, and it works, but it doesn't do what we want it to do. As in, if we say we're spending £100, we want 10%, well, we haven't done any calculations yet, and we can't do our calculations because we need to convert to a numerical value. So let's see if we can work through. Right, so we need to work out the total amount of money. So let's say just tip, the amount or tip amount. Tip amount would be better, wouldn't it? This time we're doing a process rather than an input or output. So if this was a flowchart, this would be a parallelogram because we're reading stuff in. This is going to be a parallelogram in a flowchart because we're reading stuff in, but this is going to be a rectangle in flowchart because we're making a calculation. So the tip amount is going to be the tip percentage multiplied by the cost. Well, now we need to think about the logic here. How do we work out percentage? So it's going to be the cost times the percentage divided by 100. And at this point, we're going to have some errors. Let's see, £100, 10% should give us £10, but it doesn't because we're trying to divide a string. You can't chop up text. What we want to do is convert this to an integer. So we wrap around the input with int, which means ask the question first and then convert to a whole number. And then finally, we want to display the result. So £100, 10%, no output yet. How do we do output in Python? We do it with print. So the tip should be, and then we want a pound sign, don't we? And then tip amount. How much does your meal cost? £100. What tip? 10%. So it kind of works, but we could make it even better. We could make it better by not making it crash if I spend like £50.23, because I can't convert that to an integer. It would be loads better if it was a float. Oops. So this is better. Now let's try £50.23. 1.56%. So that's okay, but I can't exactly give a tip of 78.3 0.3588 pence. So it would be nice if I could round this to 2 decimal places. So I use the round built-in function to 2 decimal places. Let's see. So £50.23 to 1.67%. That's better. Now it's only displaying it in pence. So let's think about common mistakes that you might make. So often people get confused and say, instead of int and then input, sometimes you get it the wrong way round. Sometimes people forget to put a bracket on the end. Sometimes we use the wrong type of quotation mark or miss off quotation marks. All of these will cause syntax errors. But the clues for debugging are always in the line number. For example, line 8 means that there's going to be an error either on line 8 or the line above. And you've got to be really careful here because actually this problem is on line 5. It's trying to find a bracket at the end of line 5. It can't find it, so it looks on line 6. There's nothing there. It can't find it on line 7 because it's just a comment. And it actually throws up an error message on line 8. Whereas actually, we've broken the rules of the language, a syntax error, on line 5. So I'm just going to pause the video while I write in some challenges. But this is going to be the code that you work through for today's challenge. So here's your challenges. Number 1, you just need to fix the syntax errors. If you're watching this video, then that should be nice and easy for you. Number 2, try and make it so that if you put a tip in of less than 10%, it tells you to be a bit more generous. So that's going to be an if statement, probably in here that says, help, what's going on? It's because I've got a syntax error. If the tip percentage is less than 10, then you can display an error message. Alternatively, make it so that you can't put a number less than 0 or more than 100. So you could do that with if statements, or even better, try and do it with a while loop. So it says, whilst the number is not valid, keep on asking the question until it is valid. That's a bit more challenging for you to work through. Remember that you can find links to be able to debug this code. I particularly recommend the debug aspect of the K-Pride weekly activities because it just takes the activities from the code and gives you practice in debugging. It will sabotage your code and you can have confidence working your way through it. So next week, we build on the concepts that we covered so far, but with a little bit of extra focus on how to comment your code to make it maintainable and so that you can work on it easily in the future. All the best. See you next week. Bye-bye.